Let me give y'all a quick tutorial on how to do shadows and highlights in Photoshop. The easiest summary of shadows and highlights is that shadows add depth, highlights emphasize, and highlights and shadows blend everything together. There's already a good amount of shadows in here just because of the pictures I use, but we're gonna make it better. Get a brush tool, make sure the hardness is on 0%. And then adjust the size as you need. Now we're gonna focus on this roller coaster. So just draw where you think shadows should be. They should go in the background. Like I said, shadows add depth. And you wanna right click the shadow layer and then press create clipping mask. Now it looks hella dark right now. What I like to do is press right here. And then usually soft light or hard light works the best for me. We're gonna use hard light because we need those shadows a little bit darker, and then play with the opacity until you get to what you like. So this is with the shadow, without the shadow. And then it makes the back look like it's a little bit further back. Now we can do the same thing on the other roller coasters too. And then another thing that's gonna wrap everything else together is like kind of making your own vignette and then put it on soft light. It's a subtle difference, but it makes a difference. As far as highlights, we gotta think about where your light source is coming from. So we're gonna make the moon glow red. Bow. Put it on soft light. Now everything is gonna glow because of the moonlight. So the roller coaster, we're gonna use the same color. Create that clipping mask again. For the blender mode, you don't always have to use soft light. You can look around and choose different ones. So for this one, I like multiply. So I'm gonna choose that one and then play with the opacity. I'm gonna do the same one for this one. And then for the big one, we're gonna do the building, soft light. And same thing for the blimp. And then depending on what you have in your picture, you might want to emphasize things like, let's say, these lamps, and then use a bigger brush to give it a glow. But basically, this is like a really simplified version of highlights and shadows. But overall, that's the easy version of how I do it. If you're looking to get an album cover done, visit my website, kscoop.net. Right now, they're only $50, but act quick because they will be going up in price soon.
I'm like fucking El Chapo in the hood.
El Chapo.